So, Zion Williamson is currently injured. Zion Williamson, as always, is currently injured. Like, that is a phrase that this could be 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. This could be literally any year of Zion Williamson's career, and the phrase Zion is currently injured would probably apply. Zion Williamson, we saw this year Zion coming in looking much leaner. We saw him looking a lot leaner, to be fair. And a lot of people thought, you know what, Zion's not going to be injured as much. Zion is just, he's looking skinny, but his muscles obviously he doesn't look as big. This reminds me of the skinny Mellow summers. Do you guys remember skinny Mellow summers or skinny Bronze summers? Like some of those type of things. But now Zion Williamson showed off a new back tattoo. And people are, for lack of a better word, saying it like it is. So if you look at this video right here from Zion Williamson, like that man looks as out of shape as me right now. Like, obviously, he's got bigger arms, but like this is like me looking in the freaking mirror right now. Not an NBA player. Like, how did he think this was a good idea? Like, I'm sorry, how did Zion think this is a good idea? Looking at the comments of the Reddit post, what was the point of showing the chef? Oh, the chef. Oh, why? Why show them making you food? Albeit, fair play, that chef, the food does look good. But, like, what was the point? What was the point? You've clearly had your pregame meal, like. Did he eat Alvarado? That is a lot of build. He's cultivating mass. He got that Gucci build. He ain't even going to be in the league at 30. Like, what is he even trying to do? Like, you're looking at Reddit pages talking, like, about Zion being out of shape. Like that look, the problem is that Zion Williamson is somebody that, because of his muscle mass, like, he doesn't even look big. Obviously, he still is huge. But, like, this is the worst shape Zion's ever been in. And the worst part is he was skinny a month ago. How do you go from this to this in a month? It's literally, he did the before and after in 5 minutes photo. Zion Williamson 100% went to the sauna for these photos. Anytime Zion was interviewed and it's like, oh, it's skinny Zion, he definitely went to the sauna. And that's the thing. Everyone thought, you know what, his body, he's looking after himself. He's looking after his body. He's looking after his health. But, like, this is NBA. These are pro athletes we're talking about. And you might be saying, oh, but like Pat Mahomes is kind of in that shape. Yeah, but Pat Mahomes doesn't need to sprint up and down for 40 minutes and like yam it on people. The problem is that Zion Williamson is not Luka Doncic, where cultivating mass can sometimes work in your favor. Obviously, Luka Doncic now currently like kind of facing injuries, like it's not working to his favor long term. But at the same time, like cultivating mass sometimes can be to your advantage in some ways. But when Zion Williamson, when you rely so much on your vertical athleticism, he relies so much on being able to jump higher than people. Like, yes, he is now fully embraced the Orlando Magic? Is it Orlando Magic or Cavs Sean Kemp? Everybody said that. Everyone called him Sean Kemp and was like, he's going to turn into Sean Kemp. He's going to turn, or Magic Sean Kemp. Yeah, I'm right. He has fully embraced his inner Orlando Magic Sean Kemp. Everyone said that it was going to happen when he was in Duke. And some people were like, you know what? He needs to make sure it doesn't happen. Everyone said it was going to happen. Everyone said that he was going to turn into Sean Kemp. He has embraced his Orlando Magic Sean Kemp. Man is, honestly, he is 2 off seasons away from being tractor trailer at this stage. Like, Zion, come on. You're getting paid $50 million to not play basketball. At least just stay in shape. Like, you have the current build of me. And I'm sorry, if you gave me I'm telling you, if somebody gave me $1 million to have a freaking 6-pack in a year and dunk, and I snap my Achilles, I can still grab the rim. I can still comfortably grab the rim and stuff. Can't dunk really anymore. Haven't really tried. If someone gave me $1 million and the caveat was I had to have a 6-pack and dunk in 18 months, I would have a 6-pack and be dunking in 18 months. Like, You're getting paid $50 million to realistically stay in shape and play basketball. And you're doing neither. You're doing neither. Like, there are people that don't stay in shape. In fairness, Luka Doncic has not done a good job of staying in shape. That man can still, on a one knee, drag a team to the NBA Finals. Yes, he doesn't do a good job staying in shape, but at least when he physically can, he plays basketball. He'll play through bleeding knees. He'll play through injuries. Like, he just hoops. Zion doesn't even hoop because he's taking that little care of his body that it seems like every dunk is a risk of a torn hamstring. But, like, we're watching it kind of unfold in real time where it's like he is just not taking himself seriously as an NBA player. And I don't know what there is to be done about it. Like, the only thing is Zion's still so young. Like, people don't realize how young these players come into the league. Like, Zion Williamson is 24 years old. He's not going to be an NBA player by the time he's 30. Like, he's genuinely not going to be. Like, he split with his agent. Like, he's been injured. He's put on weight. He's split now with his agent. Like, I don't know what's going on with Zion, but man, why would you let that video get out there? And I get it. Zion Williamson is not going to be somebody that is going to have a chiseled six-pack. He's going to have a little bit of weight, and it's going to help his game. The problem with it is that he's constantly injured because his body cannot handle the strain of being an NBA player. And realistically, he probably lost more muscle than he lost fat when he lost the weight, and his body still was unable to cope with the strain. But he has had seasons off, not even fully injured. He's had seasons off trying to get right. Like that 2021-2022 season, he was probably good to go about halfway through that season. He took another half season off to get right. And then the next season he got injured again. Like, I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is. I'm not a trainer. I'm not a physio. But like, something needs to change, and I can guarantee coming back with the freaking beer belly's not going to really help anything with Zion. But yeah, it's always annoying to see. It's annoying to see because it's always when he gets injured. He's always injured. Like, if Zion was just kind of putting on weight throughout the season and he was still playing and playing well, I wouldn't care. But we're looking at a guy who peaked when he was 20 years old. Was he 20? Yeah, he was 20. Like, if you look at Zion Williamson's stats for his career, Zion Williamson peaked at 20 years old. I think you can maybe argue with the guy peaked at Duke. For his career, this season averaging 22 points. Zion Williamson, if you're going to look for his points per game, and I get it, points per game is not just an entire factor, the man peaked in his second season. He peaked in his second year. 61% from the field. He peaked in his second season at 20 years old. Because he was at least healthy for that year. We're looking at one of the earliest peaks and earliest flameouts maybe ever of an NBA player.